Apple's announced new credit card, given that Affirm is in the business of trying to kind of offer a better way for consumers to buy things on credit or over time. What's your take on exactly what they're offering and where it fits in to what the industry's doing and what Affirm might be doing?
So I think in general, the industry trend towards honesty in finance, transparency in finance is really powerful, and I can't stop sort of being more and more excited about how quickly things are changing. 10 years ago when I started saying, hey, deferred interest is evil and hidden fees should be eliminated, and all these things need to be dealt with by the market, better products have to emerge, people were looking at me as if I was maybe slightly crazy, maybe even more than slightly crazy. And these days you hear very large companies like Goldman Sachs and Apple endorsing the notion of transparency, no fees, honesty in finance, truth in communicating with consumers. So in general, the trend is extremely powerful. I'm excited to be at the forefront of it. Obviously, the product itself hasn't launched yet, so as a product person, I'm yet to be able to comment on like this, just like that. But the overall direction and the trend is awesome, and the fact that Apple, such a beloved consumer brand, is embracing the idea is better than ever. We'll see exactly which consumers are appropriate for this product, which consumers are great for products like ours, et cetera, et cetera. But in general, variety is good, and I'm glad to see this development.
The line between financial services and tech software really seems to be blurring increasingly and very quickly right now. What do you think banking and lending is going to look like, and how consumers are going to be tapping into that 5-10 years from now?
10 years ago, literally, when I was just starting to conceive the idea of Affirm, I read this study that said that more millennial consumers are imagining their bank being named Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, or something along those lines than they think of the sort of existing financial brands. And at the time, that seemed kind of a far-fetched idea. I think at this point, I'm not sure any of the brands that I just rattled off ultimately want to be financially regulated institutions, but I think technology companies like Affirm are stepping into the opening where the incumbents, the existing companies that frankly make majority of their money by hiding the profit in fees that consumers don't expect, are going to start seeing some real competition. So as a result, I do think technology is stepping in. One of the reasons Affirm is as successful as we have been, there haven't been too many companies in Silicon Valley that can say, feel as excited about your job, engineer, designer, product manager, in finance as you would be about building a flying car or a space rocket. And this notion of honest finance is what's driving folks to join us, join all these technology disruptors in fintech to come to work every day. And so in general, I think 10 years from now, you'll see a lot more very large, very successful financial technology companies maybe going public and so on, because the opportunity is so large, the market is so massive, and the ability to excite young, idealistic engineers is actually very real now.